Hey YouTube, doing a quick little project today. So this is a cutting board I'm working on for, well actually I'm trading this cutting board for some maple to build more cutting boards, but I got to cut my juice groove in it. And I decided I wanted to build me a jig to put these in. All my cutting boards are going to be about this size, so this jig is going to be pretty useful. This one's 12 1/4 by 20, which is good size for a cutting board. Now my juice groove, I'm just using one of these bull nose bits right here. And my plan is I want to come in about 1 inch on the cutting board where my juice groove will be all the way around it. So to do that, what I was thinking is I already put some measurements on my board because I'm not, I still got to finish sanding this thing and everything. But to do that, I'm pulling some measurements to see where exactly I want the edge of my router to hit. That was a bad example. But I'm thinking, so that's 1 inch there. Slide it this way a little, that's 1 inch. There we go. So that's what I'm thinking where I want it. So what I'm gonna do is make some spacers that I could darn near just cut this thing down and put spacers on the outsides of it really, but we're really close. Let me get it square real quick. Let's see how close we are. We're off just a hair, which isn't bad right there. Still off on that one, even though I can't. See if I go there, that's gonna be, it's a little too close for my liking. But anyways, we're gonna cut some 1 inch strips right now that'll go around this base here that I'm working on. And to do that, let me show y'all what I got. This is all just scrap wood I'm doing this with, all right? So right here, I just have a piece of MDF. I think this was from when I built my miter saw station. I think because of the shape of these. Maybe not. I don't know what the heck this was, to be honest with you. But anyways, we're going to rip these down, get us some 1 inch strips out of it. And that'll be the start to this little jig we're going to build. So let's go about right there with it, 1 inch. I already got the saw plugged in, so I'm going to go ahead and rip 4 of these out, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Now, this is kind of what I was thinking of doing here. And what I can do is just go ahead and clean up this table saw on the, clean up this backboard on the table saw so that it fits better. Probably actually get away with just one of these. Or cut one in half maybe, but I don't know. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right there. And then obviously I still got to do this one, but I got to trim everything to fit. So let's see if I can just line this one side up. That would be helpful. There we go. This side I kind of butchered up on the miter saw a little bit, but it's all right. That's what I'm thinking there. Then let's just take one, put over here so I can get this edge cut. Right there's what I'm thinking. Cut these off. And what this will do is make it so when this is my 1 inch gap, then I'll have a board that comes up to where this is what my fence will hit on, or this guard right here. This will hit on it, and that way I can ride it all the way across, and we can cut a juice groove in these. So next step, I guess, is I got to turn on my air filter thing. I keep forgetting to do that. I need to make a sign out here that says like, hey dummy, turn your air filter on. There we go. Set a timer on because I already got dust. Ah, MDF is so messy, but it's all right. So now let's see if I can get this table saw set up. I'll run these through and we'll be right back. All right, guys. I got that ripped down. I really see no need in boring you with that. So now what we're going to do is start setting these on and getting a mark on them, so I can cut them on my miter saw. All right, guys, I could not get 2 out of that one, so had to cut another one. That's all right. So now we'll line these up, and I think, I'm not real sure if I want to just glue them in place, put maybe a couple small screws down in them, but that's what we're looking for right there. And then our next pieces will come up above this all the way around it. So we're kind of sandwiching everything in here. That's what we're going for. So let me get the countersunk drill bit, a little bit of wood glue, and we'll get these attached. All right, I will admit I'm running out of short screws. These are too big even if I countersink them. These I might have to countersink pretty decent to get those to work, but I think that it's going to be my best bet. I am going to have to adjust this drill bit. Alright, let's get the drill and drill some holes. Alright, so here's my plan. Well, let me get the screw gun too. Alright, so the plan is I'm going to go ahead and glue them and clamp them. That way all we got to do is screw them or drill them and screw them, and then we'll be good to go. So let's see if we can get one started here. There we go. So now we have to cut some pieces that'll come up the sides here and will be tall enough to this fence to hit. So cutting board fits good, and then it needs to hit on this. So I'm thinking, get our tape measure here. Let's just kind of eyeball this and see how tall we need it. I'd say 3 inches would be plenty. So to do that, let's see here. Y'all can't see very well. There you go. I've got some scrap wood over here. This is all scrap wood actually. And I got some leftover plywood from this table build, but I don't want to use that. I think I'm just going to use this right here. This is the top to a dresser that I tore apart. So I'm going to rip these down now to 3-inch long strips. That way we can get them cut to size and attached. All right, I got those ripped down, guys. We're rocking and rolling now. I don't think I'm even going to attempt to wood glue them because I don't think wood glue is going to stick to this laminate that's on here. But that's okay. So what I think I want to do first is my end pieces, just because it'll, I don't know, just do like end caps on it, I guess, or something, you know. So let me mark these out best that I can. That's one. I do like having a bigger work table now. If you guys saw the video building this table, it was definitely worth it and definitely time for it. And there's that one. All right, I'm gonna cut these. We're getting there now, guys. All right, got our end pieces cut. And I think I'm just going to shoot these in with some brad nails and just be done with it that way. And then our top piece, or our side pieces here, now we can butt them up. Try to make it look somewhat decent, you know. So we'll cut that end off. Okay. All right. Guess now it's just a matter of shooting some nails in this thing, finishing it up. I think I'm just going to use some, got a few in here. This is an 18-inch. I'm just going to use some 18-inch brad nails. We're going to pop them right in here. All right, guys, there we go. So now we'll just take our cutting board. Whoops. The rag stuck on it. I'm not, well, we could cut a juice groove now to demonstrate this, I guess, but what this is going to do is it's going to allow our router bit to have the same distance all the way around your cutting board as you're cutting, just like this. So put a battery in it and try it. Heck, what's it gonna hurt? All right. Besides my one screw up there, we'll clean it up. I'll show it to you. So, lesson learned. My juice groove's nice and deep. I like that. Right here, though, I went a little too deep on that second pass, and it jumped on me and hit here and right here. Left a dimple in it. I know I'm not gonna be able to sand either one of those out, but it's just gonna be what it is, I guess. Now I am gonna put a chamfer on this all the way around both sides. We'll do the same bit here for handles on the sides, which I'll probably make a jig for that also, but that's what it is so far. So if you're doing cutting boards and you're looking how to cut these juice grooves, or you just want to do some on your own, get out of that, girl. Then maybe something like this will help you. So make sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, share this with your friends, show my mistake. We'll see y'all next time.